Hello, Collective. Wendy Joy, Love and Light. I wanted to remind you that last night was the full moon. They call it a harvest full moon because it's the closest to the Earth during its rotational spin, giving more illumination to the land, brightening up the evening sky, so to speak. But it also comes with wrapping things up, completion of cycles where you initiated the seed for new beginnings in the weeks prior, and that in this season with this full moon, you're wrapping up your loose ends, you're tidying up your situations, allowing your seed to blossom and bloom, so to speak, in the next moon cycle. Now, when I looked at the date, it brought a smile to my face because I'm filming this on October 7th, 2025. And if you break those numbers down numerology, like within numerology, 10 breaks down to 1, 7 doesn't break down to anything, but if you add 1 and 7 together, you get 8, right? And if you add 2025 together, you get 9. So if you add the 8 and the 9, you get 17. And if you add the 1 and the 7, you get 8. Which means that today's energies pretty much are 8, 7, 9. And when you look at those numbers, it's very powerful. And it goes right along with the full moon and the phases that the moon goes through, where different energies are being provided to us from the solar system to Earth, right? And when you look at 8, right, you can look at it as infinity, you can look at it as abundance, you can look at it as karma, you could even look at it as a form of dharma, depending upon what part of the life wheel you're on, right? And if you look at 7, the number 7 is spirituality or spiritual intelligence, if you will. And the illumination of what was hidden, right, comes to the forefront. If you look at the number 9, the number 9 is all about endings and completions. Now, this whole year has been an ending or a completion cycle, according to the numerology chart of the date that we all perceive that it is. Now, there's a lot of speculation about what the actual real date is. And I could tell you that once long ago, we all were energized and invigorated by the moon cycles, by how astrology and the cycles of how the rotation of the earth went around the sun, right? And over time, they decided that they were going to make the calendar, so they say, easier to understand, right? By allowing different patterns or cycles to settle in. Now, regardless of what you may think of the date or what even century that we may be in, right? The one thing that I do know is that collective energy decided that this vision, this year, this number, these things were all going to correlate seamlessly with the intention or the perception that the world on a whole has cultivated over eons of time, meaning where we navigated away from the celestial cycles and went into more of a Western calendar type situation. But what I do know is that the energies are here, and that you do have the ability to use them to your benefit by harnessing through collective intent that today is the day that it is, regardless of actual physical, right, understanding, or without being able to pinpoint exactly what date we're on, we could agree to the fact that we're in a space and a time where the energies are focusing in order to help us align. And when we do that, then we understand that with even the manipulated energies that transpired over a period of vast time, long ago, like Gregorian times, right? The 1600s, maybe 1500s, depending upon how you want to look at things. But what I see is the present moment. And I don't put labels on things. So I don't say that today is one specific date. I don't even really follow the calendar. I know that when the sun goes down, the moon comes up. And that, the cycle of life is showing itself through how everything is progressing in this time and space. And in this time and space, I choose to hold the energies of 879 rather, and use them powerfully to my benefit. And I know that I'm on the right side of the wheel, and that things are unfolding for me in a abundant, karma or dharma based, high vibrational series of events that are unfolding, that are illuminating my spiritual intellection, right? My spiritual knowledge, my intelligence, and broadening it to different horizons as I close out chapters or cycles that no longer serve me. That I know that with the energies that I feel, the energies that are around me, that the coming seeds that I planted will bloom into fruition. They will be seen, and they will need to be nurtured and taken care of. And that's with positive forward motion and a clear mind and a pivoted, high vibrational, intentional series of motions, right? So when you put a series of motions into place where you think, you feel, you resonate, you even use your imaginative or your third eye, whatever label you want to use for that too, right? And put it all into a balanced, harmonized position that will be the water for your garden, right? To make your seed that you planted a few weeks ago, blossom and bloom and be tangible and seen, felt, touched, and brought into this space, this time, this reality. By being in your present moment, regardless of what you think the date should be, understand that your biological clock is alerting you that the cycles, the moon cycles, the rotations of all the planets, all the star systems, all of the constellations, if you will, and even the galaxies inside the constellations, because there's those too. And even in the different dimensions or timelines, right? There's always opportunity to gain clarity and to receive the knowledge and the wisdom by being in the present moment, by listening, by feeling, by allowing the energy to infiltrate your field and spark your desires, to allow the energies of today, right? And these energies will be available to you and any day you see this video, because I'm making them with the intention that I'm harnessing the energies of today's date, October 7th, 2025, which numerology breaks down into an 8, a 7, and a 9, which breaks down even further to divinely guided steps. Maybe they seem a little bit out of jumbled, but maybe you need to understand what part of the wheel that you're on so that you could be spiritually enlightened through your intelligence and your growing field of wisdom and knowledge, sorting it all out with your clarity and discernment as you sit in the present moment of the year that brings closings and finality to cycles that have been in rotation for quite a while now. And with that leads us to true new beginnings and grand cycles. So if you would like to benefit from these energies, tap into your present moment and let your field attract to you the benefits that you are putting clear intention out for, to receive, to benefit, to embrace, to walk within the glory of, to be the bright shining light that not only puts life onto your plant, right, the seed that is blooming, and your motion providing the water in order to provide the growth, but your clear intention will give it the life and the nourishment to continue to go forward and be the best version that you possibly can with all the value that you've learned along the way. And if you need me to help sort out your journey, your path, what you're closing up, what you're bringing into reality through your positivity and your forward motion, by all means reach out. And if you find yourself on the downward side of the karma cycle, where what is ending and beginning is a cycle that's never ending, right? Repeating, where you're finding difficulty understanding or realizing or resonating with the spiritual intelligence, then by all means call me, because there's no place for you there. And the place for you is with everything that's live and thriving and living and really enjoying the present moment by being in the game, on the right side of life. And it doesn't matter where you are in your path, because we always have things that we need to learn and value to gain. And I can certainly help you so that you can finally receive the value and let go of the burden and end the cycle of repeating whatever lesson is just outside of your reach. I'm good at putting all the dots together. I'm very good at providing solutions. And I'm also very well versed in the I am affirmations that add positivity, clarity, illumination, and light to your life, because I use them every single day, all day long, because I know that my worth is wide and vast and is a beacon of light for all to share in the glory, the vibrancy of walking, choosing, and believing that there is so much more to life than being limited or stuffed into a little tiny space. We've got this whole big place, and it's waiting for us. So call me, reach out. We can find a time and a place where we could grace your existence with your true inner divinity and let your light be your beacon, not just for you, but to shine for others to follow as well. Because there's always someone watching. There's always energy paying attention. Is it yours? Are you paying attention? Is it time? Are you ready? Are you going to pull up your brave pants? And are you going to put on your courageous shoes? And are you going to come dance with me in love and light and enlightenment? I'm waiting for you. Do take my hand. My lovely collective family, you do bring me joy. And I am so very happy to share it, whether it be over the airwaves, sending positivity, love, and light through clear intention, direction, and might, or if you allow me to shine my light onto your world, into your field, to provide to you the warmth that your loving spiritual team is waiting to shower upon you. Where you know where it's coming from, and it's coming from your spirit team, encouraging you and leading you on. Positivity, love, and light. For your best future, for your mightiest, firmest, solid structure, foundation, direction. And it takes one choice, your choice, to move forward, regardless of what may come in your way. But by using the I am affirmations, to push it all away, to remind you that you are worthy and that you are worth. You are needed. My lovely collective, love, light, positivity, and forward motion is always in your direction. From me to you, blessings, abundance, clarity, wisdom, knowledge, and the ability to charge through any diversity or adversity, knowing that you've got a team encouraging you. Love and light.